Whoa, this doesn't look like a Spirit Halloween box.
Upside haunts.
My poor, sweet, innocent child. This is actually not a Spirit Halloween item, not a Home Depot item, not Lowe's, you know. This is my first poison prop. Now, if you don't know what Poison Props is, that's a professional animatronic company. They've shown up at Transworld, and that's actually where I saw this guy for the first time. I'm like, I need to get that. I had to sacrifice a lot of my collection this year in order to help afford this, because this thing is $1,900, and the shipping was like $475, and so that makes it this much money. To me, that's like absolutely insane. It is still less than I paid for Mutant in the past, but I went and picked up Mutant. I didn't have to ship him. One thing I would like to mention though is this concerns me. Look at the state of the box. I didn't like take a sledgehammer or anything and start destroying the box. This is how it arrived on my doorstep. This was just set on top of it. If I hadn't gone out and grabbed it in time, this would have just blown away. I don't know how this like actually arrived like this, but I'm really hoping that it's not it won't affect the look of the animatronic other than the shoes. The shoes are already kind of messed up. And here he is. Okay. Oh, wow, he's staring right at me. So there are two things in this box. It's really a two-piece thing. And because professional animatronics, you don't really put them together like you would with like snap pulls and stuff. If I could be strong enough to lift this up, let's see. We have the kicker himself, and what I assume are the controls and the strobe light that comes with him, all that good stuff. I'm going to move this box aside and attempt to take him out. This box on its own could almost be just a animatronic. Hi, Kevin. Kevin, come here. What is this? He's sniffing around. He's wondering what it is. I was gonna say, this box looks scary enough. Like, it could just be a prop on its own. It's all just like torn apart. It'll just give people anxiety for people who receive big packages. Like me! Okay, I'm not sure how to grab this guy and take him out of the box. So I'm gonna go the easy way. Take this out first. Not too heavy. This has all the mechanics. It says the circuit board and strobe light. Nice. Okay. Hello. Ooh. Oh, his legs are zip tied down still. I'm gonna have to cut that. Look at him. So this is how tall he is standing up next to me. He's not 6 foot, he's just below it. But he is gonna be hanging, so the height is kind of irrelevant. Let's take a look at this clown kicker boy. Oh man, it's so cool. It does smell like Transworld. I do like that they made the costume dirty. It's not just the default. His face looks really good. It actually looks like the one that was at Transworld. I'm so happy that they actually like did it. There are holes in his pants around his knee, I would assume because of the metal bending there. And because the costume isn't that high quality. You know, I even own this costume. We just bought it off of Amazon. But yeah, I'm gonna lay him down just for a moment. Look at him go, it's nap time. I think the box is only this size because that's just the size of pallets. Anyways, despite the price, it doesn't come with a structure to hang it on. They expect you to have one. Because when people buy these professional animatronics, they're usually professional haunted houses, and they already have like rooms and areas, and when you buy one of these, they think you're just gonna have a set for it. So they'll just sell you the character and you've got the set. Unfortunately for me, I'm just a little home haunt, and so I don't really have all that stuff. So I got this bad boy. This is one of those hangers that you hang a chair on, like a suspended chair. And its maximum weight is 300 pounds. This guy is 100 pounds, so with all the force he's throwing around, giving like extra weight, it should be fine. It will be very hard to connect him to all the stuff while he's just laying on the ground here, so that's why I'm bringing this in right now to hang him up. Rise like the dead. Oh, the chain is wrapped around his neck. There we go. Here he goes. He's going up. Jeez, he is heavy. What a robust character. He's gonna be pretty high up here. I kind of want him to be eye level with the guests. And I want to make sure that his feet don't touch this thing, so I'm gonna have to raise him up a few more chain links. There we go. There's our lovely hanging clown. He's got a piece of wood in his hair from that pallet that's been destroyed. somebody just took a giant ray gun and blasted that thing. I like this position. I think, you know, he's just above my eye level, so people will find it very creepy. But here, let me turn this thing around. Wait, no, I don't need to turn this thing around. I just turn him around. We've got this whole mess of wires coming out of his back. Not really wires, I think they're air hoses. What the heck? Why are there so many, actually? Oh, 2 air hoses per cylinder, because there's like in and out, and both of those need a little hose. Wait a minute, there are 5. That is not an even number. What's going on here? I guess we shall find out when we open up this box and see what's going on in this little party. Okay, gonna open this. Ah, strobe light. Cool, cool. We have, oh cool, it's just also organized. There's a starter guide to people who have not unboxed poison props before. Usually I throw away instructions, but in this case I may need this. Let us see. I'm gonna show you some of the pages. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then this little book inside the book. They didn't really put the pages together. They didn't like staple it or anything, so they're all separated. There's that. And then the single instruction for the clown kicker specifically says, hang clown in all caps. So it's like, hang clown from chain, do not hang from airlines. I figured, yeah. I wonder if anybody's actually hung him from this stuff, because that would like ruin it, especially after the movement. It would just tear the airlines out, I would assume. Okay, final piece. We have, oh man, this is nice. We have this whole mess of stuff. Mess isn't a good way to describe it because this is actually very nicely put together. I like how they glued the the plugs in to make sure that they stay in the right place. We've got its motion sensor and the places where you're supposed to connect the air hoses, and also a regulator. So that's pretty awesome. So it really is like plug and go with this thing, except for the fact that it doesn't come with a structure. But you know, if you have a structure, then it's plug and go. I want to try and find out a way to make it primarily face this way and like not turn too much all the time. Because imagine if like my guests are coming through and then he's facing this way. Like what the frick, man? I'll probably like tie the chains around in a certain way. Where's his speaker? Wait, sometimes poison prop speakers are inside of them. That's so cool. Because you know, my last professional animatronic was Mutant. It has its speaker behind the wall. But it's so cool to have like a speaker inside of the character, and so it's like coming from them. It's kind of funny me saying that because that's totally standard with retail animatronic speakers are always inside of them, because like where else are they gonna go? Not super standard with professional animatronics. They usually just kind of stick the speaker out here like it's just like a second thought. But you know, I kind of value my animatronics all being in one piece. So if I want to move them around, then I don't have to, you know, move so much. Because of course I'm not a professional haunt, and I just I move my animatronics around a lot. Here's our lovely strobe light. I plan on kind of mounting it onto this structure here. Okay, so you probably know how this works now that I've kind of explained it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and connect the air tubes to the solenoids and, you know, get it all working. And before I do a demo for the first time, I'm gonna show you guys, and you'll get my first reaction as well. Okay, so I've got them all hooked up now. They gave me this extension cord. I'm not exactly sure why, because this extension cord can only take 2 prongs, and this cord over here takes 3, so you're gonna have to grab my own. Unless that's meant for something else. If it is, then I've yet to discover. But man, what a beauty. Look at this guy. So you might notice he's in a slightly different position now. He's totally stiffened up because I connected him to this air compressor that I got from Lowe's, and you know, compressed the air. And that got the air pressure all tightened up inside of its cylinders, and now he is stiff as a board. Now I must correct like what I said earlier. I thought that he had 3 cylinders just based on the type of movement that he had. That was just me kind of speculating and guessing because the movement was like so good in the videos. But there are only 2 cylinders, pretty obviously. Like if you look at the board, there are 2 cylinders, 2 solenoids. There's nothing that could really be in there other than that. I assume that they're both in the upper body, and both legs are lifted up at the same time at the waist, and the lower legs are just kind of like dangling so that way they're able to move independently at the knees. So it's kind of like, even though it's less than I thought it would be, it's really cleverly designed. I know that this whole area is a bit of a mess. I've got the motion sensor and strobe light not mounted onto anything, they're just on the ground. I'm gonna do that later, but I really wanna do a demo. Okay, I'm just gonna find a good extension cord and plug this boy in. I guess we'll see how it goes. I hope that he doesn't break, because then I'll have to pay for shipping back, and it's no good. Okay, he might be on. Motion sensor. This is freaky. He could activate at any time. I don't know. Oh, this extension cord is bad. So allow me to correct myself, as he couldn't have turned on at any time. Now, let's see it running. Oh! Oh my gosh. Hi. Hey there, little guy. Oh, okay, I'm gonna turn off the lights. He's probably gonna activate again. Is this strobe light working? I didn't really notice. It was too bright. You know, I'll keep this one on. There we go. I think I'm gonna have the strobe light go faster. Okay, let's see it go again. That is awesome. Man, is this clown crazy. I kind of want to like set a bunch of boxes around it that are strong enough to hold up, so that he has things to kind of like kick up against, because the more this thing has to interact with in its surroundings, the cooler the movement is. Like at Transworld, you would have seen it like kick up against the wall and like push itself off from it. And I'm like, that's so cool. The only thing that's really gonna get hit is its shoes. You wouldn't see this in any home haunts. You could buy as many 12-foot skeletons or wacky moles as you want to just like fill your yard with an army of wacky moles, but people have seen that stuff in Spirit Halloween and Home Depot. This you only see at Transworld. People will be shocked and surprised when they see this, because they've never seen it anywhere else, and they've never seen an animatronic that moves this way. Because even the pneumatics in Lowe's last year didn't sell well at all, because you need the air compressor with it. It's too like foreign of a concept to normal retail buyers. But Lowe's, if you're listening, please bring back the pneumatics. I want to see something as cool as this. Like the Gramps had 2 cylinders, just make it life-sized. But the sad reality is that it probably wouldn't sell well even then. You know what would be cool? During Christmas, like not instead of the ropes, but on top of the ropes, just put like the Christmas lights. Like he's tied up in Christmas lights. That'd be so cool. It was a challenge to kind of find a professional animatronic that was relatively cheap and had lifelike movement and was versatile enough to be able to use in skits. Cause like I can just take him off of this and he could like sit on a couch or something. I wouldn't activate him on a couch, but you know, if you get this guy, do whatever you want with it. And of course you could ask for its like face, hands, and costume to all be different. You just kind of give them a request. So each of these guys, if you were to get it yourself, you could just like have it be totally your own. I only asked for this because I'm like, man, the one at Transworld looks awesome, and I don't want to like take any chances with other looking designs. I just want to see the one at Transworld at my house, and so that's what I asked for. Perfect. So I have been with this animatronic for a while now, a couple days. By a while, I mean. And now I've been able to kind of collect my thoughts, figure this thing out, and give a more thorough and understanding review. I know that I'm very unique in the way I want to use this guy, because usually haunted houses would just put it up in their place and keep it there for years and years until it just completely is unusable. Even then, it should last a very long time. It's built pretty well. I can add a B mode, like that's what I'm planning to do. I'm planning to do a kind of atmospheric default mode. When it's not activated, you'll like hear breathing noises, the kind of stretching of the ropes as he like swings, and he'll like try and struggle a little bit. every once in a while. I just want to make it feel like it's alive. Although we have seen pneumatics in retail before, one of them had 2 cylinders just like this one, but this one is different because of its versatility, and also it just looks really good. But even though it is much more valuable than the stuff we've seen in retail, I think its price is still too much, because honestly it is really hard to justify $2,000. I personally got like 10 feet of rope, just more rope, so that I could add it to his upper body. You could tell the difference. He's got old rope and new rope. I couldn't find the exact stuff, but I wanted to make it look even more like the one at the Transworld show, and that one had a lot more rope just like up here and around. That's a nitpick, so, and I realized that, so I just added it myself. But when it comes to like professional animatronics overall, I feel like this is one of the most worth it ones. Despite me claiming it's overpriced, this is one of the like cheapest ones you can get with the most lifelike movement. Like that's what attracted me towards it, because I'm like, dang, this is like really good. And it would have been my first poison prop, and I'm just kind of excited to see how these different pro companies build their stuff, because I've owned Mutant from Distortions Unlimited. I unfortunately had to sell that one because I needed the money to just continue changing and evolving my collection, and 2, because I couldn't store him, I couldn't move him on my own. He's just, you know, too big for me. This one, with its versatility, since you can take it off of this, I could take apart this whole structure, and he's like super easy to store. I could just have him sitting in the passenger seat of my car if I desired. Expect to see more of this guy, because at my monetization rate, I would have to make 400 videos to pay him off. Anyways, that's my unboxing and review for the clown double kicker. I don't know why it's called double kicker, because there's not a single kicker, so it should be just called clown kicker. But that's my review for it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around for the extra demos, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye! And go. He is pretty dang lifelike. And Poison Props, if you're watching, I realized that I have his strobe light on just by default. I just did that for the video. I know it should be plugged somewhere else.